But it's on, right? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring to order the Town of Unionville Planning Board meeting. We're hearing. We're hearing. I feel disconcerting if we got a meeting like that. Plus, I hate to hear my own voice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the regular meeting for the Town of Unionville Planning Board for August 13, 2026. We have a quorum of members present, so we will hold the meeting. Before we begin, I'd like to invite the members of the public and board members to join me to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of America, to the republic which it stands, one nation. Thank you, everybody. Please be seated. All right, the agenda tonight. We do have a couple of public hearings on properties 895 Chestnut Ridge Road and also at South Parliament Road. And we do have new business, which is kind of old business, minor subdivision special use permit at 1781 Briscoe. Before we get to those items, we need to act on and approve the minutes of the regular meeting of July 9th, 2026. The board members had an opportunity to review the minutes, and are there any corrections or changes that the board member would like to indicate?
Fine.
No?
No change.
Okay, could I have a motion to accept the minutes? Motion by Kay, second by Anita. All in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried unanimously. Minutes, okay. All right, we have listed under correspondence response letter from Mike Gillespie in regards to McManaman application. Well, just before the meeting, I thought I was going to be signing plots involving that application approved, but the copies of the plots need to be corrected. So Cynthia, you will be notifying, I guess you'll be notifying Mr. Gillespie. Need to correct the copies of the plots so that they're legible. Thank you. Okay, on to public hearings. First case is Peden special use permit for an accessory apartment at 895 Chestnut Ridge Road in Millbrook. I guess that's a post office. I like to say Millbrook when we're in town of Unionville, but that's just me. It's an application for a special use permit for the renovation of an existing accessory structure of 919 square feet to facilitate an accessory apartment within a non-dwelling structure in the RD10 zone under section 2. Before I start, this is a public hearing, so I'm going to ask for a motion to open up the public hearing. Motion by Scott, second by Kay. Anita, I'm sorry, I thought you raised your hand. All in favor? Opposed? All right, the time is 7:39. Public hearing is open. You're making a presentation on the matter is your Kyle Diamond. That's correct. Mr. Diamond, representing the applicant owner. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, so I think what we've discussed here last couple meetings is renovating this existing structure. There's a designation for an accessory apartment. Prior to that, it was a caretaker's cottage. So we've gone back and forth a little bit on this, but I think where we're at now is just trying to get to the bottom of the approval and how we fit into the zoning.
Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know if I didn't pick it up or I didn't bring it up at a prior meeting. I know the plan was a little fuzzy to begin with. But this is the last plan. This is the plan from April. That's the last plan.
Correct. Yeah, we did not modify the original
Okay.
submission. I think what we added to was showing parking. But the plan for the kitchenette has
Yeah.
stayed the same.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that unless your plan is going to indicate a, what we call a functionally complete cooking facility, it doesn't appear to meet the requirements of the accessory apartment. Yes, I'm reading. What is it? Section 21056 B 2. B2. It's under 56, 21056. Okay, B, but it is B, but one sub one, sub 5. The accessory apartment is to be self-contained with separate cooking, sleeping, and sanitary facilities for use by the occupant. I think that's the section that has been troubling. And looking on your plan, we don't see a complete cooking facility. It seems all you have is a refrigerator and a sink.
That is correct. That was what was submitted.
Okay. So are you able to revise your plan to add a stove and an oven?
Don't believe we have the room. I've been in discussion with the architect over the last couple of days. I don't believe there's a room for an actual oven, the way that the millwork has already been fabricated. So,
Well, I understand the millwork might have been fabricated, but if you need to comply with the code, such things can be altered to get that stove and oven in. I just don't know how the board members feel, but it clearly on the face doesn't meet this requirement to get the accessory apartment. Now, I'm not sure what the need was to have an accessory apartment to begin with. You don't need to have an accessory apartment. You just have a room that has a refrigerator and a sink.
that's fine with the client. We were directed, so we submitted the plans. I believe we were told, and this obviously we're going back quite some time, but I believe we were told there was just as presented, it needed to be updated. And so again, the first thing that they pushed us towards was caretaker's cottage. Then more recently, it was determined that no, it would fit better into the accessory apartment. And I think the part that got missed was the notion that there had to be a cooking facility. So I think that's why, this has all come to my attention pretty recently.
Yeah, and you've had discussions with our chief enforcement officer, Will.
Yes, I spoke with Will yesterday.
I think you also spoke to the town attorney.
Yes, I did.
Town attorney. Right. So I don't know how we really can't get around granting you this application if you can't meet the fact that the accessory apartment shall be self-contained with separate cooking, sleeping and sanitary facilities. You meet two of those three items, but you don't have a separate cooking facility. So, but you don't have an answer or remedy for this.
I don't have a simple remedy. I certainly would have to consult with the client. I know the client was fine with the plan as submitted and as designed. The question would be is, how does the plan fit into the zone?
Okay. Interesting. I don't know how the, any comments from the board members?
Well, you can give your variance.
Did he get a, well,
I would
did he
think,
get a variance? Well, the building official, but the building official is not really opined on this. If I read his determination, it just says, you know, that an accessory apartment better suits the needs, because originally you were going for a caretaker's cottage. Problem is you didn't have a caretaker.
was there
so-
but you don't even know the reason why they didn't want to have an oven.
I just think that it's just not it is for guests, really. So there's no desire for the guests to have the ability. And what comes with that.
For guests.
I know another applicant came in front of us and he had different houses for different rooms. And this is kind of what.
Houses for different rooms.
Yeah, different buildings for different rooms. A bedroom would be a separate building.
Oh, and the kitchen was a separate
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, but that's not the case here.
That's not-
You only have one
But
kitchen.
you're
right?
asking for it.
Well, that's why I'm back to why the request for the accessory apartment to begin with.
Driven by the building department.
By
No,
ours.
no, but originally you wanted a caretaker's cottage, your applicant, not you,
Right. Well, I mean,
which wasn't gonna work either.
correct.
I'm just confused, that's all.
As am I, because I was putting my faith in the process of the
Okay.
determination letters, which again, I think we're kind of, so. I think I wanted. We're trying to be very transparent about what we're doing. So
You know what you have to, my opinion is only because our notice of zoning determination from our building official doesn't speak to this issue. I've spoken to the building official and he agrees. My opinion. You probably need to get him to give you a determination that you require if your client wants, that you don't meet the requirements of the code for the accessory apartment because you can't or not willing to provide a cooking facility as the code seems to indicate is required. He gives you that, and then it's up to your client if they want to file an appeal of the building official's determination to the zoning board. I don't know if your client wants to do that, but and maybe the zoning board will see it differently. It's possible. I mean, I wouldn't, but
are we unable to proceed as the plan is out?
well, yes, for an accessory apartment, yes.
Take away the accessory apartment.
Well, you need to go back then to the building chief enforcement officer and go back and say, well, we've decided not to apply for an accessory apartment. And
Facility did not make room for a stove or an oven. There's no room, there's 3 boxes within this spot here. There's no room at all to put.
but is
A
it
small efficiency?
I have
Not as
in the first.
It's hard to tell because of the way
Yeah.
the units here.
Yeah, if you scroll further back in the plans, there should be some elevations towards the back.
Elevations of the kitchen.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I need to get to it first.
Want to show us?
Get close. Mhm.
You have an under counter refrigerator. I was saying. I don't have.
It's so slow.
I mean, it's just.
One question I had is would, like an induction cooktop, for instance, would that will be a cooking facility? Is that?
If it's affordable enough,
Mm,
I don't.
Yeah, well, my
So-
opinion is that would work. It needs to be something that's stationary, that's fixed.
Yeah, no,
To
they,
the
they,
realty.
they mount into the countertop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and if you do
An
wall
induction
without-
cooktop. Without a stove?
No, you do it.
Correct.
You do a wall.
It's in the code.
Yeah, but I don't think he's proposing that.
I'm asking if it's induction, a cooktop permanently mounted.
You know,
would
it's,
suffice as.
I don't think this board is in position to tell you for sure. It's possible.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's the chief enforcement officer for the town who's got to make that determination. Because we don't have jurisdiction to say yea or nay on that. That might work, but you've been in touch with Will.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I'm
absolutely.
mean,
just surprised he didn't catch that on there.
He'll, we're here to try to
Yeah.
make things work. We're not here to try to frustrate your client. But
And
some-
everything else is spot on. that we
But
asked.
my main issue is nothing against the applicant, but it's more for the protection of the board. I don't want to have the board approve an accessory apartment that does not have a complete cooking facility. Because the next applicant for accessory apartment is going to come and say, well, you gave Peden over here
Mhm.
approval for an accessory apartment. They don't even have a stove or oven. It's definitely not a full cooking facility. Right. Why'd you do that? How come we can't get the same thing? I don't want to open up that.
No, I
can of
completely
worms.
understand.
Yeah, so why don't you work with,
Work with Will.
speak to your clients, work with Will, see if you could come up with a solution.
That's kind of what
Maybe
I
your
was,
client will say, go ahead and, figure out a way to implement what? Implement the stove and oven.
Extension of the main house.
Yeah, but that's not, yeah, the application for accessory apartment.
You've got to reword it.
It's not accessory apartment, like I
Correct.
said.
no, I think, I understand. I
It's
understand.
gotta be a caretaker.
You're beating a
cottage
dead horse,
Or an extension of the main dwelling.
So I'll get back with,
But it's the opposite side of the property.
Yeah.
Other side.
Yeah, but I know of other places in town have buildings instead of rooms, it's different buildings.
All right,
We approve.
That's,
Yeah.
but it's not what.
But he's asking for an accessory,
yes.
so to
No,
bring it to compliance.
what we'll do is this, first of all. I need to ask if it's anybody. We'll do for this month, I'll make a motion to continue the public hearing. To see. Speed, that's the
They're
speed,
not gonna have anything else next month when they come back in.
that's the speed bump.
Okay.
I made the motion, you have a second on motion, let's public hearing.
We're not thinking.
Oh, yeah, to
Continue.
continue, I still need a motion to continue it. Second by Kay, all in favor,
I,
opposed, okay, so this public.
You don't need a permit at all.
Well, they're right, that might be the case.
Yeah,
No,
that's,
That's the whole point.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's
that's
just
why
an
you-
extension of the main.
Yes, but then he'll withdraw this application and that's it.
thank you all for your time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Okay. Okay. Next public hearing. And I hope this one will be easier is Yule lot line realignment.
They're knocking down the doors.
Application of a lot line realignment of 3 acres from parcel number 604389 to be added to parcel 535366 located in the RA3 zone. The applicant is Thomas Yule. I guess you're the applicant
Yes,
because you don't look like Mr. Vogel.
no, it was had the night off, right? I figured I can answer any questions that the public may have.
This night off, it saves you money. Yes.
We gotta open his public hearing.
Yeah, we're gonna open it. Just a second. It is. We need a public hearing. We Need to conduct a public hearing first. All right, 7:56. Can I have a motion to open a public hearing? Motion by Case, second by Anita, all in favor?
I,
Opposed? All right, it's 7:56. Mr. Yule, you want to make a brief presentation of your
Sure.
application?
Yeah, I think fairly straightforward. Been here a couple meetings, so I'm the owner of a 20-acre parcel along South Parliament Road, looking to break off a 3-acre piece. A neighbor would like to acquire that and join it up with his, a lot line adjustment. The remaining 17 acres will stay with me as is, no plans for change on that. There's access from South Parliament Road for the remaining 17-acre lot. And that's pretty much it.
Yes, as you indicated, we have gone through the matter several times already. And I don't have any questions myself. Do any of the board members have any questions? Any board members have any questions, further questions? All right,
if the public have anything.
okay. You want to run the meeting?
Got his son here.
Yes, as fellow board members indicated, it's a public hearing. Is there anybody from the public wishing to speak on this item? Young man? No? Okay. Learned person in the back? No? You don't wish to speak on this item? You are pointing to you, Isabel. All right, doesn't appear to be anybody to speak. Should I have a motion to close the public hearing? Motion by Kay, second by Anita, all in favor, aye. Public hearing is closed. It's 7:58. All right. We have a proposed resolution. Is there a member who would like to read the proposed resolution? No,
It's all you, Chair.
no member wishes. Boy, this is better get used to it because we're changing that policy as well. All right, this is the town union planning board, Thomas Yule and Jose Ramos. Is that correct?
Yes.
Jose Ramos is on this minor subdivision lot line alteration tax parcels. 6660-00-604384 and 660-00535366 South Parliament Road in LaGrangeville. Whereas Thomas Yule, owner of tax parcel 660-00-604384, 20.1 acres, lot 1, and Jose Ramos, owner of tax parcel 660-00-535-366 of 3.56 acres, lot 2, all lands being located in the RT3 zone, seek to realign their common lot line pursuant to Unionville Code Section 192-7 by transferring 3.56 acres of Yule's lot 1 to Ramos's lot 2, resulting in lot 1 being reduced to 17.1 acres and lot 2 being increased to 6.56 acres, all is depicted on a plot of Povall Engineering PLLC entitled Lot Line Realignment Plan for Lands of Ewell and Ramos dated January 22nd, 2026, as last revised on June 18, 2026. Detailed in a short environmental assessment form dated June 22nd, 2026. And referred to in a zoning determination letter last revised on March 16, 2026. And whereas on July 9th, 2026, this board determined that this project is a type 2 action, requiring no further environmental review, and that referral to the Dutchess County Department of Planning and Development was also not required. And whereas zoning enforcement officer Dempsey has determined that the Ewell parcel lot 1 as reduced will meet the town code's requirements for a legal flag lot. And whereas notice of the board directed public hearing in this matter, having been properly posted, published, and mailed as required by the town code, and whereas public hearing in this matter having been open and closed on August 13, 2025, now therefore be it resolved that this minor subdivision lot line alteration is approved subject to the following. 1, submission by the applicant within 180 days of a subdivision plot in acceptable form for execution by the chairperson. And 2, payment of all outstanding fees. Do I have a motion to approve this resolution? Motion by Scott. So I had a motion by Scott, second by Michael. All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much for the time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you soon.
You got it.
I didn't think we gave him a call. All right. Last on the calendar this evening is new business, but it is, I believe, by the presentation of a prior application, unless I'm corrected by the applicant. Arnold's minor subdivision special use permit. At 1781 Briscoe Road, Grangerville. It's minor subdivision special use permit for the proposed subdivision of 27.84 acres. With the existing home, lot 1 will be reduced to 3.19 acres. And also 2 additional lots will be created. Lot 2, a flag lot of 20.99 acres, and lot 3, consisting of 4.37 acres located in the RA3 zone. I understand the representative, Bill Legori, is not present with us tonight, but I understand Mr. Arnold, the owner, is present with us via Zoom. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes. All right. Good evening,
Good evening.
Mr. Arnold.
Good evening, Mr. Arnold.
How are you this evening?
I'm great. Nice to be back before you again.
Okay. Would you make your brief presentation?
Yeah, I mean, we've discussed it prior to this meeting. Taking the and you said it exactly correctly. Taking the large lot of about 29 acres and subdividing it into one large lot and 2 smaller lots. One lot having the existing home on it. The lot adjacent to that not having a home on it, and the large lot behind that not having a home on it. And that really is about it. Everything's been approved by the Board of Health, the well, the roads, the highway department has looked at everything. So we're just hopefully ready for your approval for it to go to the public hearing.
Yes, Mr. Arnold, I myself was trying to marshal up the items in the record to determine whether the application could be considered complete, because luckily Cynthia was around to
It's been great. Guided me all the way.
that's you know, I'll support her request for a raise whenever that's my opinion. They don't usually. but yes, so apparently you've submitted the number of plan sheets that we require, the escrows in place. We did locate the Dutchess County Health Department approval letter. We also, I saw some email of the Dutchess County DPW approval with respect to the driveways. There is, however, one item that I want to bring to your attention because I'm not sure that you have received that. We did refer the matter to our town engineer, who gave us a report. And I just want to confirm, although you have a new representative, Mr. Corey,
Yes,
you're still retaining Mr. Berger as your engineer, is that correct?
well, that hasn't changed, but everything that has needed to be done is done.
No, but my question is, has
Yes,
authorized you to use his plans for this application?
yes, of course.
That's what I want to make sure. I didn't want an engineer to give me a nasty call that we're using plans when he's no longer.
No, no nasty call.
It has happened to me in the
That's been
past.
confirmed.
Okay. Good. All right, so our town engineer, Tom Harvey, sent us a letter dated August 10th, 2026. I see Mr. Berger has been copied on the letter, but I don't know that you've seen the letter.
I don't think so.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to read it off, if you don't mind, since you
No,
have
not at all.
All right. The applicant of the above referenced project has provided a submission for a new 3-lot subdivision approval for a 27.84 acre parcel in the residential agricultural 3 RA3 district due to prior approval of the project having each lot along with the individual on-site wastewater disposal systems and wells. Pursuant to the board's request, we have reviewed the following documents submitted in support of this RIDE project. Then he outlines what's been submitted. These are his comments. Additional approvals, referrals required. 1, the approval of Dutchess County Department of Behavioral and Community Health for the water supplies and wastewater disposal systems for each new lot are required. An approval letter must be provided. We recommend that a copy of the plans with the Department of Health approval stamp be provided to the town. 2, the 2 new proposed driveway entrances are subject to Dutchess County Department of Public Works permitting. It appears that the existing entrance will be used to serve proposed lots 2 and lots 1 and 3 will have no entrances. Now, with respect to these items 1 and 2, I believe the approval letters that I just referred to previously that we located are the approvals.
Yes, I would think so.
I'd seen these, but
Because if you recall, Mr. Chair, the original application, this is the duplicate of the original application from a year ago, and we missed there was no extension. We only applied for 6 months instead of a year, so we had to start over again. At the last meeting, I was informed that you had everything that you needed, with the exception of the approval from the Board of Health regarding the water, which we got, but that there was nothing else that was required. We have all of the approval letters, all of the information. I was not made aware that there's anything else that needs to be submitted.
all right, the town engineer's letter continues, and I'm not sure that this has been addressed, but I'll just read it to you and hopefully your engineer will get you a copy of the letter to confirm that it's been done. It says, since the existing driveway entrance includes a 30-inch culvert, it should be confirmed if the 2 new driveway entrances will require culverts as well. I'm not sure if that question has been answered.
Well, I was aware that they both would need culverts.
They will require code.
They will require it because they're both of the all three driveways, the existing plus the two proposed, traverse the water runoff area, so they would have to have those culverts.
Okay. He mentions that updated subdivision application will be required, but I think you've taken the old application and resubmitting that. Is that? not correct?
Everything has been resubmitted and paid for, the application process and the escrow. And nothing else was I was not told anything else was necessary.
Yeah. And then is next comment is, since the project proposed to disturb over 1 acre but less than 5 acres, will be required to have a basic stormwater pollution prevention plan prepared, obtained New York State Department of Environmental Conservation stormwater SPEDIS permit and coverage. Now, I thought I saw, didn't you have a stormwater pollution prevention plan?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I think everything was handled by Mr. Berger.
I think Mr. Berger submitted it here from November 19, 2024.
Yes,
in
I
any
believe
event-
so.
Okay. Okay, he goes on about the sheets, but we did locate the 5 sheets. And talks about the town of Beekman's reference in surveyor's title block. This should be corrected. And the EAF indicates that the site may contain the Indiana bat, so the plan should have notes included to address any required species protection measures for seasonal restrictions on tree cutting or work. Since you still have contact with Mr. Berger, Mr. Arnold,
Mhm.
I would ask that you ask him if he can respond to these, or if he is
Okay,
using him for this purpose. I'd ask Cynthia, could you send Mr. Arnold the copy of Tom Harvey's letter? And I'd ask you to respond to the items, just for the record, that some of them have been satisfied, other ones appear that still need to be complied with. So that by the time we have a public hearing on this matter, that the record will be complete. Other than that, I think the application, in my mind, is complete enough to go ahead and schedule the public hearing. So,
thank you for that, Mr. Chair.
board members, any questions? Comments? Okay. So I have a resolution. Town of Unionville Planning Board. Minor subdivision special use permit at 1781 Briscoe Road. Whereas Stephen Arnold, owner of tax parcel 6660-00-621304 of 27.84 acres, known as the parcel, seeks to obtain a special use permit and subdivide the parcel located in the RA3 zone into 3 lots of 3.19 acres, lot 1, 20.99 acres, lot 2, which is a flag lot, and 4.37 acres, lot 3, as shown on a 5-page subdivision plot set with sheets dated November 15, 2022, January 26, 2023, all sheets being last revised on June 16, 2026, for Dutchess County Health Department review. Not required pursuant to general municipal law, section 239N. Now therefore, be it resolved, after reviewing the applications, the plat set and short environmental assessment form, which is undated, executed by the owner, however, this board determines that this application is complete, that this project is an enlisted action for seeker for environmental review purposes, and that it wishes to serve as lead agency for coordinated environmental review of the project. And it directs that notice of that intention be circulated to Dutchess County Department of Public Works regarding the driveway permits, the Dutchess County Department of Health concerning water and septic, and the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, Region 3 for the SWEP general permit. And be it further resolved, a notice of a public hearing to be held on September 10th, 2026, 7:30 PM shall be published, posted, and mailed as required. Do I have a motion? Motion by Scott, do I have a second? Second by Kay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried unanimously. All right, Mr. Arnold, if you could just have your engineer or yourself answer the questions raised in our town engineer letter, just for the record. We will see you on September 10th, 2026, 7:30 PM for a public hearing. You are advised to obtain the proper signs from our planning board,
Cynthia.
our Cynthia, our planning board official. Yes, it's an official. I like
I'm
that.
sorry, did you say the proper signs?
There's signs you'll need to pick up from Cynthia here.
Just have Bill.
Okay,
Bill come in, because 10 days prior to August 10th, the sign will have to be posted on the property.
okay, thank you for that. I'll make sure that's arranged for and completed.
All right.
And thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the planning board. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Congratulations for one step closer.
All right.
Thank you.
First, any other business? No business? Okay, your motion to adjourn. Motion by Kay, by Anita, all in favor? Opposed?
Enjoy the rest of your summer.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.